Breaking news! Roll for Combat is thrilled to announce Deathbringer, a brand new setting for the ShadowDark RPG featuring deadly new rules, rich storytelling mechanics, and a unique tone of grimdark heroism. Deathbringer lets you bring the brutal over-the-top energy of Professor Dungeon Master's infamous Deathbringer character into your own ShadowDark games. In the ultra-violent world of Deathbringer, every scar tells a story, and every level is earned. Combat is deadlier than ever with gory critical hit charts that crank up the grimdark. Characters can die up to 3 times, and each time they do, they unlock prestige talents. But despite overwhelming odds, all is not lost, for the players can turn the tide with their death dice. I'm always excited when new Kickstarters expand on what ShadowDark can be, added ShadowDark creator Kelsey Dion. ShadowDark is more than just a system, it's a community. I'm thrilled that my friends at Roll for Combat and Dungeon Craft are bringing Deathbringer into that world. It's such a perfect fit. When Professor DM brought me this idea, I knew it was going to be amazing, said Stephen Glicker, publisher at Roll for Combat. With our experience from the ShadowDark Secret Tomes Kickstarter, we created rules and setting lore that you can either adopt wholesale or pillage for specific ideas for your existing ShadowDark campaign. And I couldn't be happier with the result. What is ShadowDark Secret Tomes? Here's Deathbringer to tell you about it.
Deathbringer here, ready to toss your dice and your morals into the abyss. Then back the Roll for Combat Kickstarter, weaklings. It's packed with hundreds of savage, blood-soaked options to obliterate your enemy. And better yet, you'll get to use them in my game, the Deathbringer RPG. Coming next year, the Deathbringer RPG isn't some soft, cuddlecore fantasy nonsense. It's fast, mean, and completely unforgiving. In Deathbringer, you don't save the world. You stab it in the heart, loot the corpse, and set it on fire for good measure. Every backer of the Roll for Combat Secret Tomes for ShadowDark Kickstarter will get an exclusive sneak peek at the glorious carnage of Deathbringer and a chance to play in the beta test later this year. So sharpen your blade, settle your soul, and back it now. Ignore me and I'll use your spine as a bookmark. Back now.
Back to the press release. Key features include a full Deathbringer setting for ShadowDark, modular, brutal rules. Add as much or as little Deathbringer as you like. From core systems to optional chaos, everything is designed to be drop-in and adaptable. And it includes rules for taking these characters to the 20th level. Battle overwhelming odds in tension-filled adventures, including a special introductory module written by Professor DM himself. Actually, I'm going to write more than one scenario for that, but Foundry VTT support, full digital integration with support for Foundry VTT custom tokens and online play, so your cries of agony can echo across the internet. Also, there's going to be Tailspire VTT support. Again, full integration and online play there too.
Rejoice, feeble mortals, for in a bleak world of blood and disaster, I have come to deliver a slim ray of hope into your puny hands. But don't let that hope make you soft, or your bones will soon decorate the floor of some monster's lair while the rest of you stews in its belly, said
Deathbringer himself in a rare public statement. The Deathbringer writing and design team members include James Spahn of Barrel Rider Games. He did Whitebox. He also just released Brave the Shadow on Drive-Thru RPG. It's a new supplement for ShadowDark. Brandish Gillum of Runehammer, Index Card RPG, and Crown and Skull. And Mark Seifter of Pathfinder 2. It's like the Avengers of RPG writers. And I partner with Roll for Combat because they have a proven track record of delivering high-quality Kickstarter projects on time. Deathbringer is powered by ShadowDark. That means it uses the same mechanics, spells, and classes. It just adds more spells, classes, and rules for going up to the 20th level. It's completely compatible with ShadowDark, but it's going to be its own standalone game too, completely compatible with any OSR rule set. So even if you're using my beloved Moldave basic set, it'll still work. So why? Why did I go with ShadowDark instead of creating my own system from scratch? I've said for a long time on this channel, I don't think systems are game systems so much as they are languages. They're different dialects of the same language. And whether you play 5e, OSE, DCC, C&C, ICRPG, Pathfinder, or ShadowDark, strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity, armor class, hit points, roll the d20, roll high, and then roll damage. If you're using those elements, it's just a different dialect of the same language.
If you're enjoying this content, hit the thumbs up. Thank you.
If you've ever played the world's most popular role-playing game, if you sit down at a convention to play a game of ShadowDark, you will immediately be familiar with the concepts and mechanics. And ShadowDark is incredibly popular. The first Kickstarter was wildly successful, and Western Reaches just raised $2.6 million. And for a game to succeed, you need to build an ecosystem with third-party creators. That's what makes a game live beyond its initial launch, and I think ShadowDark is doing that. You could see it in the sheer number of third-party creators launching their own successful Kickstarters, supplements like ShadowSun, or settings like the Shucked Oyster. And ShadowDark has tremendous grassroots support. I've seen it in the conventions I've been attending, and I see an ever-expanding number of people playing it. At GenCon, ShadowDark ranks as the 9th most popular role-playing game with 77 events. But what's really interesting is almost all those events are sold out. The same thing with Pirate Borg, which ranks number 7. It's a micro game that has a huge following. Yes, some games have more events, but these are the ones selling out that have the most enthusiastic fan base. But ShadowDark is popular in a way that you just can't buy that kind of support. It's authentic. And so is Kelsey Dion, the creator, who is just a rock star. Gary Gygax signed her 9th birthday card. She has been playing these games since she was a child, and I consider her to be the spiritual successor to Gary Gygax. And when I first read this book, and before I really knew Kelsey, as soon as I opened it, I was like, damn, this is what I wanted Deathbringer to be. It's compatible with any old school set of rules, so you can still play your Keep on the Borderlands, or Lost City, or Tomb of Horrors, or the original Ravenloft. It'll work just fine. This is where we get really specific. Deathbringer will feature additional classes. 3 include the Deathbringer, the Bounty Hunter, and the Doom Scribe. There'll be rules for taking characters up to 20th level, dynamic mechanics like exploding dice, and your character can die more than once. Dying actually allows you to unlock a list of premium talents. And the intention is to encourage players to act bravely. Instead of cowering in the corner and spamming fireballs, they want to run at the bad guys, because that's the only way they can unlock the best powers. Then there's the death dice, a pool of d6s you can use to block incoming damage, increase your own damage, or add to any d20 roll. And this allows your games to be more flexible. Players don't have to be paralyzed and think, well, I can't do that. I can't pick that lock. I can't swing from a chandelier. I can't stab that guy from behind because I don't have a particular feat or skill. With the Deathbringer dice, you can use it to augment your character and attempt to do anything just when you need to do it, which to me feels more heroic than having a prescribed list of things you can and cannot do. Deathbringer is going to have its own unique look and layout. It's going to be 80s heavy metal magazine fun.
I don't know where all the chainmail bikinis went, but we're bringing them back.
Deathbringer starts crowdfunding in spring 2026. And if you want to know more and you're going to Gen Con, we have a special sneak preview, and I'll see you there next week. May all your rolls be 20s.
What are you waiting for? Sign up for the Deathbringer newsletter so you can get the limited edition alternate cover made from endangered baby unicorn skin.
Deathbringer, we're not going to make a cover from the skin of magic animals.
Then what am I going to do with all these dead unicorns?
Oh my god.
Sign up now and click on more Dungeon Craft.